So we're out here tonight over at Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar, or right now it's the Holiday Bar. So it's all Christmassy, it's all festive themed. They did this last year too. This is actually the second year running for it, with a bunch of festive holiday drinks, a bunch of festive holiday food items. We're gonna try a few things tonight.
We have venison sliders.
Oh, they got the sliders too, awesome. So they have some brand new, the venison sliders. They're quote unquote grandma's favorite sliders. We got some C9 light deviled eggs. I think we're gonna pass on those tonight. We got some other stuff too. We got some holiday drinks coming. We already placed our order, as you saw by the customer who just walked by. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, here we have the 4 brand new holiday drinks. So I guess one returning. The one that's returning over here is the Jock's Holiday Nog. And that's going to be rum chata, Tito's handmade vodka, frangelico, and just a hint of vanilla. That comes in at $14. Next up in the middle here, you're going to have the mistletoe mule. Looks very festive and nice. There's a cherry on top, a little sprig of, I'm assuming, mint on there. It's, of course, Tito's vodka, lime juice, passion fruit, a little bit of ginger beer on top, so the passion fruit really adds to the holiday spirit of it. In the back there, it looks like a basic beer. That is the Cranberry Kringle from Orange Blossom Brewing Company. So it's a nice local beer. It should taste like cranberries and a little bit like Christmas. And then this special fancy little boy over here is going to be the Berry Mary Margarita, as I'm trying to figure out my words. It's a Patron Silver Tequila, Cointreau, red cranberry juice, and lemon juice. So again, the cranberry kind of reigns supreme here with these drinks.
Margarita.
So here is the brand new high-priced Milk and Cookies by the Fireside here at Hangar Bar. It comes in at $25 for a big thing of coquito and a bunch of cookies. It's a coquito with Malibu rum, and then there's chocolate peppermint gingerbread man, spice sugar Christmas tree cookies, and then butter pecan signature cookies, whatever that means. But yeah, this comes in at $25, and just to give for instance of how big it is, it's really not that big. This is a pint glass. That's a pint glass just right next to everything. So this is $25. Like, I know Disney prices are extravagant sometimes, but this better be some really good $25 here. So these are Grandma's favorite sliders. I called Grandma while we were off filming for a second, and I asked her what her favorite sliders were, and she said they're at Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar down at Disney Springs in Orlando. So even though she's in Pennsylvania, she even knows that these are her favorite sliders. They're venison sliders. There's a little bit of cranberry jam. You can see dripping out the top there. Tomato and watercress. I'm not the biggest tomato fan. These are nice little compact burgers, though. Looks good. You get 2 of them coming in at $14, so that's $7 a burger, which means it's about $3 a bite. I mean, there's worse things. I mean, I don't think I've seen venison on a Disney menu in God knows how long. Maybe a food and wine booth one day, but it's been a long time. This is the C9 Light Deviled Eggs. C9 Light are the big light bulbs. So if you ever see, like, people out there, they have the big light bulbs attached onto their porch and all that, that's a C9 Light. At least I think it is. I'm not a light bulb mechanic. I don't know all this about light bulb, but that's fine. It's colored eggs. It's got the shrimp on top. They have some caviar up there, too, I think. I have no idea. It's 6 nice big deviled eggs for $12. So $2 a bite. And honestly, they're very festive. They're cute. There's worse ways to spend money, like the $25 cookie plate. So here we have the Papa Noel's Churrasco. It's not chorizo, it's churrasco. It is grilled flank steak with pumpkin seed chimichurri, fried sweet plantains, in a spicy armadillo peanut sauce, ahi amarillo peanut sauce, I think what it is. I'll write it down here in the comments, it'll be fine. But it's a spicy boy. This comes in at a total of $14, which is still $10 less than the milk and cookies. Amarillo, yeah. This sauce is stupid spicy. It's tasty, it's good. The beef's great. super spicy though. Honestly, it's tasty, very tasty. So we just finished up all the food and beverage here at Jock Lindsey's holiday bar, Hangar bar during most of the year, but now it's holiday for Christmas. Everything's really good. It's a little different than last year. There's no sweeter bread. There's no caprese salad wreath. Everything feels more, I don't want to say
carnivore.
Yeah, very meat heavy, more inspired. We started off with the C9 deviled eggs, the light deviled eggs. They were tasty. I'm not a big deviled eggs fan. Kristen is. They're nice. They're fresh. The food coloring didn't affect.
They're little
shrimpies?
No, like the masago.
Oh, they have like the caviar inside.
It's like caviar. If you like popping boba, it's very similar, but it's on a much smaller scale.
A Tabiko caviar, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I was not expecting that. I feel like that was pretty different.
Yeah, I think that they were pretty tasty. Worth the money. $12 coming in there. Grandma's favorite sliders, the venison sliders. Venison, like I said, at Disney, very rare thing to get. So that was, they're tasty. They're sliders. I don't know where you want to talk about that. You're very rarely going to get venison at Disney. I'm not sure where you're from. I'm from Pennsylvania. Venison flows around there like water. So very easy to get.
Not so much in Washington. At least not where I've been.
No. It's hard down here too, so it's cool. I mean, take it. Especially if you've never had venison before, it's worth checking out. It's a very gamey meat, but they make for some good sandwiches.
And then probably the best thing that we had was the Papa Noel's
churrasco? Did I say that right? Churrasco?
Churrasco.
Yeah, churrasco. So it was the flank steak. It had this really spicy, it's quote, the spicy ají amarillo peanut sauce that was draped through the middle. And it's like no joke, it was spicy. It was very, very spicy.
But it was one of those, like, it didn't really taste spicy, but it stayed on your tongue for quite a while.
Yeah.
So it was a lingering spice of, like, similar to like chili oil, if you've ever had that, where it doesn't hit you up front, but it's gonna sit with you.
It's tasty. Honestly, it wasn't the most themed item on the menu, but it was probably the tastiest of their seasonal offerings for food. Last of the food offerings was the milk and cookies by the fireside.
Don't get it.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Unless the price drops somehow by like $7, it's just not worth it.
You can get better cookies for a way better deal at Epcot if you're going during your visit during the cookie stroll.
Oh, cookie stroll's coming up, yeah. Starting on the 27th. That's way better. The coquito was good though. The coquito had the consistency of like pancake or waffle batter though. It was pretty tasty. It's made with Malibu rum and it's coquito. It's a very spicy. It tastes like Christmas. It really does.
Very similar.
$25 is hard to do though, especially because the cookies were not that good. And then as for the holiday drinks, there were actually 4 new drinks. First one we rocked out was actually a brand new beer. It's the Cranberry Kringle from Orange Blossom Brewing, which is actually local to Orlando. They do the famous Orange Blossom Pilsner. I'm sure you've had it on draft if you've been to Disney World before, or if you're a local. It tasted very much similar to the Orange Blossom Pilsner, OBP for short, but with like a hint of cranberry, like very...
I would say it was the best of the 4 holiday drinks.
Yeah.
We even had like a second, if you would, to share, because it's a very refreshing, especially it's Florida right now, and it's still hot.
It's still 80 degrees out mid-November, it's fine.
We're still, having a nice cool beer was a great way, and it has just that hint of holiday season.
Mistletoe Mule, which was the mule with, it had passion fruit in it, made it a bit of holiday. Also had mint on top. It looked like a holly berry on top. It was just some cranberries. It's a mule.
I want to like mules, but I can't. I think every time, ooh, this sounds great, and then I have it, and I remember I don't really care for ginger. Which is kind of a necessary thing when you're having a mule.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't say it was that good, but
it's a
if
mule.
You like mules,
it was a Disney mule.
A great option.
And then as for the margarita too, you had the margarita, the very berry margarita.
The margarita, it's a very baseline margarita for what you can usually get at Disney from what you can usually get here at Jock Lindsey's, and it had like a spritz of cran in it. So it wasn't overbearing, it wasn't overly like tangy or anything like that. It mostly just was like regular margarita, which is not a bad thing.
The rim had the green frosting around, the green sugar, which was kind of festive. It's nice.
Yeah, it was sprinkles.
And then the Jock's Holiday Nog had a similar rim around the top. It had a red sugar sprinkle rim. And that was a mix of rum chata and Tito's vodka for Angelico with a hint of vanilla. It was nice and a creamy concoction. I mean, they labeled it as holiday nog. It's definitely not eggnog, but it's...
I don't understand the concept of nog.
It tastes like Christmas. It tastes very similar to if you had the Polynesian Pearl over at Trader Sam's. It's very similar to that, which is tasty, and that tastes like Christmas, as you know.
Ooh.
So that's everything at Jock Lindsey's for holiday, with a holiday bar at Jock Lindsey's. We'll show you some more of the interior on our way out, but that's it. That's the holiday stuff. It's worth checking out if you're down at Disney Springs. I wouldn't go out of your way to come down here to celebrate, but I mean, if you're already at Disney Springs, screw it. Get the C9 lights, get the holiday nog, get the beer, and have a great night.
It is also good to know if you're coming, you may have a little bit of a wait. I know we had a little bit of a wait in order to get a
and this is
table.
a Thursday. This wasn't even a weekend.
So just keep that in mind. If you're determined to do it, you're going to have to budget that in to make sure that you can come and enjoy.
Okay. So I think that's it. Awesome. Signing from the holiday bar. There's Brett.
Kristen.
Bye.